I bet you didn't know Disney has reimagined one of its most beloved classics. This time, the studio has dusted off a classic, giving audiences a brand new live-action adaptation of Snow White. Released on March 21, 2025, this reimagining, directed by Mark Webb, arrived with a hefty price tag. Expectations were high and the buzz surrounding the film was palpable. Could this new version capture the magic of the 1937 original while still appealing to a modern audience? That was the question on everyone's lips. This wasn't just a simple makeover. Disney promised a bolder, more independent Snow White, a far cry from the damsel in distress of the original animated film. With a revamped storyline, new characters, and dazzling visuals, the stage was set for a cinematic experience. But with every reimagining comes scrutiny. Disney's Snow White found itself under the microscope, sparking debates about representation and modernization. The film boasted a talented cast and crew. At the helm was Mark Webb, known for his work on films like 500 Days of Summer and the Amazing Spider-Man series. Webb brought his signature visual flair and contemporary sensibility to the project, promising a visually stunning and emotionally resonant take on the classic tale. Casting choices often make or break a film, and Disney's Snow White was no exception. The announcement of Rachel Zegler as Snow White ignited a firestorm of reactions. While many applauded the move towards diverse representation, some traditionalists criticized the decision. Zegler addressed the controversy, emphasizing the importance of representation. Joining Zegler was Gal Gadot as the evil queen. Gadot, best known for her role as Wonder Woman, brought her signature intensity. However, her casting also attracted controversy due to her political views. The debate led Gadot to skip the film's European premiere. Despite the controversies, both actresses received praise for their performances. Critics lauded Zegler's vocal prowess and her portrayal of Snow White. Gadot too garnered acclaim for her captivating performance as the evil queen. Disney's remake of Snow White brought significant changes. Gone was the damsel in distress trope. Snow White became a leader, fighting for what was right. This resonated with many viewers, especially young girls. The romantic aspect was downplayed. The prince was relegated to a minor role. Jonathan, a roguish bandit, replaced him. This added complexity to the narrative. Their relationship was one of equals. This modern twist was both praised and criticized. Perhaps the most significant controversy surrounding the film involved the depiction of the seven dwarfs. Early on, Disney faced criticism for potentially perpetuating harmful stereotypes. Actor Peter Dinklage, known for his role in Game of Thrones, publicly criticized the studio, calling the original story backward. In response, Disney consulted with members of the dwarfism community and opted for a different approach. The seven dwarfs were created using a combination of live-action actors and CGI. This decision, while intended to address concerns about representation, ultimately sparked further debate. Some viewers found the CGI dwarfs unconvincing and distracting, while others appreciated the attempt to be more inclusive. Section 5, a visual feast or a CGI beast, examining the film's aesthetics. Visually, Disney's Snow White was a mixed bag. The film was undoubtedly beautiful, with stunning costumes, intricate set designs, and breathtaking cinematography. However, the heavy reliance on CGI, particularly for the dwarfs and some of the fantastical creatures, drew criticism from some quarters. Critics argued that the CGI, while technically impressive, lacked the warmth and charm of traditional animation or practical effects. The film's score, composed by Alan Menken, was met with universal acclaim. Menken, a Disney legend known for his work on classics like The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast, delivered a sweeping, magical score that perfectly captured the film's enchanting atmosphere. The new songs, written by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, the duo behind La La Land and The Greatest Showman, were also well received, particularly the duet Princess Problems, which showcased Zegler and Burnap's vocal talents. Section 6. Divided We Stand: Critical and Audience Reception. Upon its release, Disney's Snow White was met with a mixed bag of reviews. Critics praised Zegler's performance, the new musical numbers, and the film's stunning visuals. However, the CGI, particularly the dwarfs and the underdeveloped villain, were common criticisms. The film currently holds a 60% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, indicating mixed or average reviews. Audiences were similarly divided. While many enjoyed the film's message of empowerment, its visual spectacle, and Zegler's performance, others found the storyline changes unnecessary and the CGI distracting. The hashtag #NotMySnowWhite trended on social media in the days following the film's release, highlighting the passionate responses from those who felt the remake strayed too far from the source material. A marketing and release. The marketing campaign for Disney's Snow White was shrouded in controversy, mainly due to the casting choices and the debates surrounding them. The film's Los Angeles premiere was a scaled-back affair with no red carpet interviews. Adding to the intrigue, Disney opted to cancel the UK premiere altogether, an unusual move for a big-budget film, further fueling speculation about the film's reception. Despite the mixed reactions and the controversies, Disney's Snow White debuted at #1 at the box office, proving that the fairy tale still holds a powerful sway over audiences. However, the film experienced a significant drop in its second week, suggesting that word of mouth might not have been entirely positive. Section 8. Once Upon a Remake: Disney's Ongoing Strategy. Disney's Snow White is just one piece of the studio's larger strategy of reimagining its classic animated films for a contemporary audience. In recent years, audiences have witnessed live-action adaptations of The Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and Mulan, to name a few. These remakes have been met with varying degrees of success, both critically and commercially. While some argue that these remakes are unnecessary cash grabs, others see them as an opportunity to introduce beloved stories to a new generation and to explore these stories through a modern lens. Disney's Snow White, with its emphasis on female empowerment and its diverse casting, certainly falls into the latter category. Section 9. Happily Ever After: Snow White's Cultural Impact and Legacy. It's still too early to definitively assess the cultural impact of Disney's Snow White. However, the film has undoubtedly sparked important conversations about representation, modernization, and the evolution of fairy tales. Zegler's casting in particular marks a significant step forward in terms of diversity and inclusion in mainstream cinema. The film's mixed reception highlights the challenges of reimagining beloved classics for a modern audience. While some viewers embrace change and welcome new interpretations, others prefer their fairy tales untouched. Disney's Snow White, with its bold choices and its willingness to challenge conventions, serves as a reminder that even the most timeless stories can be reinterpreted and reimagined for a new era. Only time will tell what lasting impact this reimagining of Snow White will have on our culture and on the future of Disney's live-action remakes.